In this session, we will learn about one of the nonlinear data structure, trees. What is a tree? Trees are the nonlinear data structures, and these are helped to represent the data containing some hierarchical data elements, other some network type of data relationship between the data elements. So in this type of data, every data may have more than one predecessor and successor, nothing but some parent and child relationship. You know that just like some hierarchical details will be represented in the fashion of nonlinear data structures using the trees. So basically we can say that trees are the hierarchical data structure. Why? Because if you want to represent any data like some complex information, some complex details, so if you want to make the relationship among the data, like some complex relationship among the data elements, so these are the very helpful for the complex relationship between the data elements than the linear data structures. Okay, so next see the how the tree will be represented. So here the data elements are A, B, C, D, E, F. These are the data elements. How these will be organized? So the base, first A is called the root node. Node nothing but data will be stored in the nodes. So root node or parent. We can say that root node or parent node. So what is that left? Left is also one more tree is represented, and the right also we can say it is one of the tree. So every tree representation just like some hierarchical information, parent and child, every child might have its own children, just like that. So see the left child, B is the left child and C is the right child. So left child also have its own tree, subtree. So we have the two child like left child D, right child E. Just like at the right of the A, root node A is called the C. C has the one child, that is the right child. Right child. Just like every tree is represented just like the parent and child. Every child might have it their own children. So the data will be represented parent and child. See that we can one more thing we have to know that. So here A is a root node, B, C are the child nodes of A, child nodes of A, and next here D, E are the childs of B, and one more thing, that is F is the right child of C. So D, E, F, these are children, leaf nodes we have to call, the last nodes. If any node doesn't have any children, those will be we have to call as the leaf nodes. We have to call as the leaf nodes. So nothing but just like siblings. Okay, so that we have represented here like that, every data element represented as a node. So what the picture is represented, that I have given the nodes here. Topmost node we have to call as a parent node, otherwise some root node. So every element will be represented in the format of left child and right child. So the tree representation explanation is given in the next slide, this slide. And next, just for example, our computer system will be represented. Our computer system have the different drives, A drive, C drive, E drive, otherwise some D drive. What are the different kinds of drives, C drives? So the operating system of your computer organizes the files in the directories or subdirectories. So my computers have different drives, A, D, E or some C. What are the drives? So after that every drive may have its own subdrives. Okay, just like this is the simple example for the tree data structure. Okay, so suppose I have stored some Windows operating system program files in the C. So again these will have the some other children. So my computer is a root node, otherwise we can call it as a parent node. Drive A, drive DE and drive C, these are the child nodes of my computers. Again C drive is a uh, uh, again subdivided into the subtrees like some Windows is the left child and program files are the just this is the one of the child. Again the program files is divided into the some, again one more tree subtree. So just like that the data will be represented just like in the hierarchical format. Some network relation maintains will be helpful for the representation of some complex relations. Okay, next, representation of a general tree. How the tree will be represented, that I have given nothing but A is a root node. Here a simple tree organization I have given you, nothing but I am telling that every tree is a finite set of one or more nodes. Here A is a node, B is a node, C is a node. Just like that, a tree, a finite tree, T we have to represent T is a tree, capital T, and it will be divided more than one or more nodes. The root node A and the remaining nodes are partitioned into n greater than or equal to 0 subset. So a tree might be divided into the n number of subnodes, subtrees. Okay, some T1, T2 up to the Tn. Here T1 we can say that the left child again it is a tree. B is again a tree. So B has the two shells, nothing but D and E. Again the number subtree 2 T2 is called some C. C is the one more child and C has the one children F. Okay, just like that a tree might be again subdivided into the n number of subtrees. Okay. Okay, a simple representation of our linked list representation of a tree. Okay, how the data will be represented in the linked list? You know the double linked list, so that will be represented here. So above example, the simple a tree is given, and how the data will be represented by using the linked list fashion. Linked representation is done here. Okay, look at that. Look at the picture. I have to show it clearly. So A is a root node. B is a subtree, one of the child, and C is the one of the child, and D is the tree. So a tree might be divided into the number of, we already discussed, a tree might be, suppose we call as a T is a tree, it will be divided into the T1, T2 up to the Tn, n number of subtrees. So simple example for the n number of representation n subtrees here. So A is a root node, and these are the B is a subtree, C is a subtree, and D is a subtree. So how the data will be represented? Look at that. So first one is A. A will be represented. So A is a root node. Again A has the three childs. That is B, C, D. So again B is a subtree. So look at this. The B is linked here. So B is a subchild, and B has the one more child here. Nothing but B has the one more left child, left subtree, and F. So for that they have represented B has the some left representation and right representation F. So left child, who is the left here? E. EKL. EKL is one of the subtree. So again E will be represented EKL. So you can understand how the data will be represented. So a tree is subdivided into the subtree, and again subtree will be divided into the again one more subtree. So this kind of data representation in the using the linked list. Again we can see that C is the one of the second child of the B. Okay, C is the one of the second child of A. Sorry, A is the root node and C is the child of A. So C will be represented. C has only one child. C has the only one child, that is G. C has the only one child, G. So how the C will be represented here? C has only one child. So C has the, look at the arrow marks is given. C has the one G and no more nodes here. So null address is given. So next again the D is the one of the child of A. So D is again one more subtree. In that I that is I is one more subtree. So for that D is represented. D has the an element, and data will be represented have the three elements I, H, J. I, H, J is given. So I is one more again subtree of the D. So I is have the one child. So I is represented. Look at the arrow mark is given. Link how the data will be linked here. So D has three children I, H, J. So I is one of the subtree, and remaining two nodes H, J will be represented, and the last we have to represent it by the null value. Okay, this is the tree representation using the linked list fashion. Okay, so double linked list here using. Next, one more thing we have to know. So I think you can understand a tree might be represented, otherwise it might be divided into the n number of subtrees. So look at this picture also. One more thing we have to learn, that is, so here a tree is given. A is a base node, C is a child of A, D is a child of A, B. So the base node is B, base root node is B. So again E is one of the subtree, F is the one of the subtree. So in this diagram I want to explain what is the tree height, what is the degree of the tree. So look at this picture, we can understand that the degree of a node, the degree of the node is the number of subtrees it had, the number of subtrees had. How many trees it has in, how many subtrees it has? C is a one subtree, D is a tree, and E is a tree, and F is a tree. So we can say that degree is the 4 childs it has, so 4 subtrees it has. And what is the height? What is the height? The height is the maximum path length in the tree. Path length they have given. So root node is the 0 level. Next is the its root children are the first level. Next its their children are second level, or last nodes whose data nodes doesn't have any children. Those called as the leaf nodes. So that is the last level. So we can say that the height is the maximum path length in the tree. So in this diagram we can say that tree height is 3, degree is 4. Degree is the number of subchilds and height is the path. The height is the maximum path length in the tree. So that is explained here, what is the degree and what is the height. So before the structures we have discussed, a tree will be divided into the n number of nodes, n number of subtrees. Suppose here the basic tree design is a best and very helpful and very easy representation is the binary tree. So a binary tree is a special data structure used to represent the data storage. Some data storage will be done, but it has it is also tree, but it has some special condition, some special design, that is nothing but. So before that we have discussed that a tree might be divided into the n number of subtrees. Here a binary tree has a special condition that each node have a maximum of 2 children. So a binary tree by nothing but 2, you can understand that 2 children it has, only 2 children, nothing but this is the best beneficial, because both the ordered and the linked list representation will be helpful here, nothing but. So every parent node has only 2 children, maximum of 2 children. Okay, so by this representation easily we can search some particular element, easily we can sort the data elements stored in the tree data structure, binary tree structure. Suppose if you want to add an element, it is easy. Before the diagrams we have seen that this is some complex relation representation. This is the complex, even though we cannot insert any element to the particular data, so looking some complex data representation. But by using the binary representation, the data nothing but a binary tree has the one root node and maximum of 2 childs. Again the 2 childs maybe have some subtrees also, so this also we will represent, but it's very faster for the searching and sorting. Otherwise we can insert an element, delete an element. By the binary tree either we can have then an empty tree or consist of a node called the root node or the 2 children, left and right node. Next, one of the all the internal nodes of a binary tree are themselves that roots are similar binary trees. Again suppose a tree has the children, again children have their own binary trees. Okay, a simple binary tree representation. How the tree will be represented? See, 2 is the root node, 7 is the one of the child, right child, this is the 5 is the one of the child. Again the 7 is one of the tree, it has the 2 children, 2 and 6, 2 data and 6 data elements are the 2 children of 7. Again 6 is the one of the subtree, 6 has the 2 elements, 5 and 11. So more maximum of 2 elements is given for every parent. Okay, and next the one of the child of 2 is the 5, so 5 have the one child, that is a 9, and 9 has the only one child, that is a 4. Okay, next, see these are the properties of a binary tree. So one of the basic properties nothing but root net have the two children. Every child might have their own maximum of two nodes, nothing but two elements. So here the properties are the number of nodes n in a full binary tree is at least n is equal to 2h plus 1. What is h here? 2 power of 2h minus 1. Here h is a height of a tree. You know the what is the height of a tree. Suppose at most n is the 2 power of h plus 1 minus 1. H plus 1 minus 1, where h is the height of a tree. A tree consists of only a root node has a height of 0. Okay, so these are the basic full binary having at least n elements, 2h plus 1 elements. At most n is equal to h to power of h plus 1 minus 1. Suppose a tree has the leaf nodes. You know what is the leaf nodes? A nodes which doesn't contains any children. The last ending nodes will we have to call the siblings, just like leaf nodes. The number of leaf nodes L is in a perfect binary tree is nothing but, if we can say a tree is a perfect binary tree, nothing but L is the leaf node, L is equal to n plus 1 by 2. Okay, n plus 1 by 2, that is a perfect binary tree. Okay, the number of internal nodes in a complete binary tree is n nodes is n by 2. If we can say that a tree is a complete tree, n nodes is the n by 2. These are the basic properties. If these conditions satisfied, we can say that a tree is a binary tree. Next, a binary tree is made of nodes. You know that a data element will be represented in the form of nodes, where each node containing a left pointer, a right pointer, and data elements. So just like a double linked list representation, a data element data node is there, and for the every node it has the left link and right link, just like double linked list representation. So just like structure representation we have done in the linked list, double linked list, we can see the same structure node indices some data information, some left and right nodes are of the structure type, structure node type. Okay, see the picture, data elements have their own, and the left address will be point to the one more node, left node, and right address will be handle the right node. So this is the basic representation data elements by using the nodes and left and right pointers. What are the basic operations? What are the operations? So what are the basic ADTs? These are the basic, we can say, basic ADTs of a binary tree. What are the basic ADTs of our linear data structure? So just like push, pop, these are the different operations in the stack for the stack element. Just like here also we can create a tree by using inserting a new child to a parent. Again, a child having their own children, even children have their own sub children, just like that. Here we can also basic ADTs are creating the a tree, and we can traversing nothing but visiting all the elements, nothing but visiting all the nodes, data elements in the binary tree. So if you want to delete an element, so delete a node from the nonlinear empty data structure. And insertion, if you want to insert a new child to your binary tree, we can insert to the existing tree. So if your tree is empty or not, we can say that if has the children or not. So just like that, before we are discussing now linear data structure ADTs, here also having the different ADTs like creation. So the basic operation nothing but we can call these operations are the ADTs, abstract data structure types. So creation, traversal, deletion, and insertion, these are the different operations, or we can say ADTs for the binary tree. Okay, so this is the basic introduction and theory question. This is very helpful, definitely useful for the notes content and easy representation of the tree representation, how the child will be, how the tree will be represented, and how the binary tree will be represented. Binary tree. What is the difference between the tree and binary tree? Binary tree have the maximum number of two childs, but the simple tree is called as a n number of subchilds have divided for the tree. So these are the basics of the data structures of nonlinear structured trees.